So today we have one of our own here in Karawacha Villas, as you know, Mr. Lucky Kubeka.
Lucky Kubeka ki moshanyana ya tswang hana kwano Freestata. I was born ko Plus in Cornelia.
Oh, okay.
And then batswadi ba ka ba tlhaka kwano ka holela around go Asente around the Plus in Bay.
Oh, okay.
So basically ki motho wa
Oh, Tipia Mugai.
Yeah, not
Tipia
Mugai.
Mugai.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Now I once opened a business business guest act.
Also, Motwani business.
Kimotakwebo.
I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't know that.
Kimotakwebo.
Because like it's about Lucky Kubeka.
Yeah,
I opened it.
No, Kimotakwebo. Kinale driving school.
I didn't know.
Kinale driving school, ki guest act driving school. I sebetsa haholo ko Nigeria.
Hello, Dumelang. This is about TD Daniels and you're at your favorite spot. This is the podcast at S. Welcome back to your channel. If you're a regular diggler and a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back to our channel. And if you're new here, please do follow us and subscribe to our channel. As I promised last week that each and every weekend we're here to bring epic and hit content. So this week, we are getting big as we plan and as we promise that we're getting bigger. So yeah, please do feel welcome and like, comment and subscribe. So today we have one of our own here in Karawacha Villas, as you know, Mr. Lucky Kubeka. So we're just having a cool chilled conversation because, like, you know, when you are around a community like us, there are some certain people you can't reach to them to ask them certain questions. So this episode is all about that. We're just here to talk and get to know each other. And Mr. Lucky Kubeka, can you please tell us who you are and where you're from and why do you think you are here?
Thank you so much. No, firstly, Ricky, leave the opportunity to be here. I think this is one of the best platforms we have in our town.
Thank you so much.
And I pray for all the plans you have as far as this podcast is concerned, it be a success. Your question is very interesting. Right now, who's Lucky Kubeka? Behind this smile, there's a story that you want to know. And behind the smile, Lucky Kubeka, there's a story. Lucky Kubeka ki moshanyana ya tswang hana kwano Freestata. I was born ko Plus in Cornelia.
Oh, okay.
And then batswadi ba ka ba tlhaka kwano ka holela around go Asente around the Plus in Bay.
Oh, okay.
So basically ki motho wa
Oh, Tipia Mugai.
Yeah, not
Tipia Mugai.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And ki rata hore ki identify hoba ebe ke motho wa mona, not any other person a tswang somewhere else. Ki proud hoba motho wa mona hae.
What makes you so proud?
What makes me proud ke hore ki dumela hore toropo ya rona ina le batho be loreng re ka ikotla sefuba ka bona.
Okay.
And I'm not buying any face, you are the first one.
I received.
Yeah, it's important for because what we're doing now is talent. It's talent and talent in our clan or rona batho ba kwano hae re wotlele matsoho re fe support pay. So ki lona le baka le nketsang hore ke re ke ba proud ho ba ebe ke motho wa mona lapeng. Ke dumela hore batho ba bangata kwano villas ba na le what it takes to do anything e tswang ke mafatshe a mang kapa ke ditulo tse ding ke hore fela rona we need to be around to support one another because the only challenge e teng e tshwarelang kapa e delayang success ya rona ke hore re na le ho tswa re sa batle ho tsietsana, we not around to help one another when we need one another's help. So ke yona ntho e etsang hore re iphumane re delaya success ya each and every project e re etsang kwa. I think what we need to do for us to realize our strength, the potential and purpose. Yes, ke hore re tsietsa ha re bone ntho e ntle na we etsang e tlameha ya tshehetswa ke rona pele Kalabocha so that it shines outside the boundaries tsa Kalabocha. That's what makes me proud of this.
That's what you mean.
Yeah.
That's what makes
Yeah.
you proud
Yeah.
to be a resident
Yeah.
under this land.
That's correct.
So far, what things are you proud when, as a person, that you did for the community?
I think before I become proud of what I did for the community, I'm proud of what their community did for me.
For you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is important to know to re phela le batho ba leng hore Kalabocha kwano they very humble.
Too much.
Re phela le batho be lo reng ba tswa ba khona ho nahanela batho ba bang. Now I once opened a business bizolana le guest arc.
Also, Matwali business.
I
I didn't know that.
No,
I didn't know that. Because like it's about like kubeka. Yeah, I opened.
No, kinale driving school.
I didn't know.
Kinale driving school, ki guest act driving school. I sebetsa haholo ko Nigeria because hae kwano tlasa mabaka a hoba ibe tsa tlama o sebetsa ka thata ho matlafatsa economy ya rona. So ke ka ho ke thusitseng ho baka but I'm also in transport. Kinale 440 Volvo e tsamaisang dintho around as well.
Okay.
But ntse ke leka ho bona hore nka tswa ke hulisa jwang le yeah like kubeka ke motho am a space insane. Ke motho a space insane.
So mentioning that you're a person who I guest act and stuff like that, like how did you got to be in a space of business from wherever you were?
Thank you so much. I think potso e bohlokwa. Poverty will humble you.
Wow.
Poverty,
that's so deep. That's so deep.
Poverty.
That's so deep.
I believe it is when your back is against the wall where you realize your strength. Now, I started selling kishuta dinepe skolo.
Okay.
Because kine kutlwisisa hore la teng tlamele ba robale ba jele.
At what age?
Ke dua le monta bo 13, 14. Ne se ke qadile ho etsa bonnete ba hore le nna ke kenya letsoho because o tla utlwisisa hore mme ne le ena fela a sebetsang le teng a sebetsang ele motho a sebetsang ka letsoho e le di kitchen tšhelete e nyane and tla le re bona hore re etsa jwang ho leka ho thusa. So I started there ka nka dinepe ka rekisa bo sekolong then ka bana le my own recycling company. Ke recycle matini and
so you grew up as a business
ke kgwebo ke feel hore ke ntho e ka hare hona over and above everything. Yes.
Can you please allow me to add some few with someone who's behind the camera to help me on the table with some questions? Anyone who has some questions to ask or to add?
Tidi, thank you so much and your guest. Just to find out holding my high kidiko thing around Tata Million also because I hear at an early age already in the Santa busy involved in business. Just to have a sense maybe whole high it's a medical thing and up to Malin Demonaro.
Yeah, ki kenis kolo ko Zamaleka.
Wow.
Yare how Tomwa ho qalwa phumelo ka ba karolo ya bana ba yang ka phumelo.
So the platoon as
ne ke platoon Zamaleka. Yes.
Interesting.
So ha ke tloa be ke ya Kalabocha, remember Kalabocha la kala platoon le presidisitso. Ne ke le part ya leadership ya representing bana kana peo ke bitsa RCL at the time. Hane ho tseba I remember district office ne le reads ratsekwa ho bula ha sekolo sa retshedisitswe. So we never part ya leadership at the time and ho thwe retshedisitswe ha e bula. I remember kunona le taba hore no se feitsi he so bana tsa ba kena mo even today. Yeah, so salary
just a quick follow-up. Issue of leadership has been there.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
It has been there.
Ke nahana hore taba ya leadership e tla le ho ba oma ke na le tumelo nna ya hore baetapele ba tswana and ke ka ho ke batlang ho hatella taba ya hore re amana jwang le tlhaho jwalo ka batho ha ke re baetapele ba tswana re amana jwang re le tlhaho re responda jwang rona boteng ba rona bo responda jwang tabeng ya tlhaho. Remember from jwalo ka dijalo tlamele o plante mobung o fertile o tshelle hore sejalo sa hao se be hantle mara sejalo sena se batla le letsatsi hape hore se kgone ho fumana energy e itseng se hole le rona re le batho re tlhaho re connecta jwang le universe hore re iphumane re ka kgona re tswa re ka bapala role re lebeletseng ho ibapala maphelong a rona ha e benyaneng ka nnete re utlwisisa hore re tshwana kapa re tlhaho rona re ka kgona ho realize hore hantle ka re bomang re ya kae re batla ho ya kae jwale taba ya hore re connecta jwang le universe affirmation ho universe batla hore o bue o affirme o bue le yona e affirme so se buang ho yona e khutlisa ntho e buang ho wena ke ka ho ke sa kgothaletse batho ba rona hore leleme la hao each and every time ako phetse ho le fumana le bua ntho tse negative because the attract wa ke wena more than batho bo buang ka bona because the atamela ho wena ho feta batho ba batlang ho ba beletela kapa batho ba batlang ho ba bua hampe. One of the reasons why re sa khone ho iphumana le ho realize potential le strength se re nang sona ko bana re etana ko ngata re buana hampe e re etsa re lebale re bomang e re etsa re lebale growth ya rona e re etsa re be hole le reality re be hole le growth yo ka ke hlalositse ho hantle go hore nako e nyane le kgolo e re kopanang ka ona re bue growth nako e nyane le kgolo re kopanang le ona re bue ho tsietsana le ha o bua le bana ba ha tsela yo buang le yona ka ona university mamela ntwe ibe ya ra ho bona ke ka ho le bohlokwa hore la re bua amongst ourselves how doing positive things at all times because happen na ke ya dumela ngwane hore motho a buang dintho tse negative o na le mathata low self esteem o batla go sa focus go yena e yo motho yo mongwe mara wena o le audience le wena o na le problem because you start attracting these negative things to which is something we don't want to be happening for Rona ka dropenyane batlang ho hole. Yes.
I remember like you getting in here that you were busy doing MC stuff and stuff and like all those type of things. And like you seeing you here so I MC now. So okay, let's just talk about this MC part of you because I can see it's part of you, something that you didn't acquire or ask from somewhere. So let's just talk about how do you start the journey of speaking to
people. Do you even call it MCing or motivational speaking? Maybe you must explain it.
Let's just speaker. Let's just say speaker.
Maybe you must define it differently.
I think ara yo ere ke bulele ke le bohe modimo hore ha ke bua ang thuso hore ke bue sense e kala mo because then motho a o mametseng ke ena nka nqeto ka hore o batla hore be karolo ya mosebetsi a ka banang le ona kapa ae. That is why I keep going at all times how to manage to try by all means to speak sense. How to put very quiet. Yeah, very quiet. Marayana went to because one is how you repeat what you know. How mamela you learn. Now, but bata mamela and learn and bevar no. Rokopa sebetsa luena.
It came naturally.
It came naturally.
Oh,
so I started doing
didn't
it.
know.
No. No, I can't work it.
Oh, okay.
Harafel
and the speaker in Jibela.
Happy to volunteer. How to Kimanga Karetang, speak to fella into Sita Holo, but because a nugget it's a but Leona lucky le cancelar akin to Kikopani Leonatili.
Okay.
Ke ka ho ke silentile.
Okay.
Man ha ke yona, ha define. Ha nketse se ke leng sona. Ke tswa se ke leng sona ke hore ke tswa family e jwang ke tswetswe ke hlotse batho ba ngora bana when you speak of poverty ke a tseba ene ke a tseba poverty ya nna tshana intsha motho ha ebe wena o batla go intshe motho we e etsa gore o ikokobetse ya ho hopotsa go le sona le sona ha se o etse bitiro batho ba bang hona le batho ba bang bana now they are so important not to respect batho ba bang. It does not operate that way. Humble yourself at all times because so na le sona today o ka tswa tomorrow sna sona ke na taba o ma ne ke bua hona jwale kwano ke bua a ke notla ke bule mabitso a batho ke koka le motho a batla ho identify ka go apereng ke na that's not who we are. That is not who we are. Botho ba rona ke bona bo iseng o apere eng. Because once you kala o batla ro associate le body ya pago le rona o na le eng o entse eng rona ba bang re gona o bona hore boitshepo a boyo we. House na means when how exist mamela we be better of ta ka mo khona le ka
yeah because like
how we do yes
because like obviously how we can fighting o le so obvious how we close man eggs that's the superpower that we have as a person and I think like that it's limiting us as a youth what we want to be because we think of what I don't have and what I don't have and what I have. So I like how you say well poverty can unleash you. Like that's how we say it. Because like you know when so I'm feel too so. And like you know yourself for like I'll do this. So it's like you guys I'm so what like this episode is so intense. It's so intense to the fact that like you get to see or like there are a lot of things as Rona batho ba batjha tse sa di elelweng and of which they are most important in our life and mental health. Please don't die. Please don't die. Say something.
No, Chidi, maybe the other thing that I just picked up now, the spiritual side of him. He sounds like someone very deep on the spiritual being. I can say maybe believe religion, how does he relate with some of those things?
Yeah. Ke hlotse ke ntse mohlala o moholo ka China. Batho ba le ba itseba ke bo mang. Batho ba le ba ha ebe rona re celebrate Christmas ka di 25 le fats ka ofela le etse ya bona is ke ya bona ba le bang di ba ba taba gore ma ona hana ka yona. Ke ka ho ke dumelang hore rona re le batho ba batsho tla mara ikutlwisisa rona pele before ka utlwisisa menyetlo le di tradition ya batho ba ba ke motho le mpepa ke motho le mpepa ke a itshisa ke itshisa because ke utlwisisa go pele nka tseba le utlwisisa any other belief ke tla ba go tseba nna ke mampe tlhago ya ka ke buile ka nature is very important. That is why re tla ba go tla bra ro ruta bana ba rona tlhago because ba tloa tlhaong ha ba tloa nature sports arts and culture. It's very important. I don't talk art and culture. It's so important because it's our reconnected to who we are, who we really are. Yes. So how can we understand that right re tswa mobung and re phela jwang re bomang re utlwisisa eng ka bo rona pele re ka utlwisisa ka each and everything e ka nqane ho rona. So ke motho a dumelang hore modimo teng wa phela. Mara hape ke motho a dumelang hore ha e benyane hona le hore ke tlameha ho ya moseo ke lo tshesa mpepa that's who I am ke tla etsa jwang.
Sure. Yeah, actually, hosting a very big issue here.
Yeah, I think we needed that.
Yeah, no, I think for guidance purposes it helps.
For guidance purpose and for well-being, because like now we're losing it. Let me say, I'm not saying already everyone is losing it, but the world it's losing everything in terms of culture, in terms of like whatever, in terms of life itself.
Maybe in terms of business. What changes or maybe within the community and how is what is the role of Babala in making sure those changes get because really, Villiers Kalabucha has great potential. What is it, especially at our age, what is it that we can do to also rally others to support some of these things? We get something very sensitive to say, support that. You start something, people talk negative about it and so on, some of the things they are sure. Only to find it will impact positively to the community.
To the community.
Yeah, maybe if we can discuss around that as well.
Yo, ke a dumela ngwaneso ntwe e be one tafoleng for discussion e bohlokwa haholo e tlameha e ka lerato anything e re qala botjha a hona taba bona ska re mang o butse eng nna ke me bula ha o ya okay shelfong ya borotho hona le di-brand tse 5
different brands.
ha hona branding thing now that Albanese tse borotho nna ke sa di
I can't.
ka o fela bona ba di beya mo because ba o twisisa le o connecta le toro ya bona.
Oh yeah.
Now you must start love it first whatever that you are doing mara be re rapella hore le rona self re ratane because I think if re ka ratana we will be available to help one another and support one another. Challenge ya rona ke hore re tletse ho sa buane hantle lo sa batlo tsietsa Villiers as a town geographically is strategically positioned. Kama tsomang ina le potential to can even grow with the ditoropo tse ngata. Hobane re haufi le N3, re na le metsi, re na le lefatshe, re na le motlakase. Are we around to realize potential re na le yona na? Are we prepared to support one another now? Because that is the only thing that matters. Ke neng mo re tla fumana motho ha a fumana motho a bua ntho negative ka motho stop it. Stop with that nonsense. Ako tlo le ako bue sense, ako bue bophelo. Bophelo ba motho yo mong so that ka o fela re hole.
Yeah.
You know, it is very interesting. If o ka interview ke batla ke sa tla kopa ke le bitse batho ba kgannang di taxi ba re thusa. O tla utlwa ba imetse jwang ke negative talks every day ka hara taxi.
Sure.
We need to change that thinking. Hore motho a thowela from 4 o'clock a transport about idle chaser a getting negative things all the way. Do we want to live bophelo bo jwang? Ke mana benefitang out of that? Nobody. How I get to benefit or I get to this podcast and no, they are taking chances. If I think they are taking chances, what is it that I can do to help them not to take chances?
Yeah.
You understand that it's an approach we need to take. We need one another. We can't operate like silos. One another image only one and do your own things. We need one another. Somehow, somewhere, never look down at any person unless umopamis. I always say, now I don't care what car you're driving. What matters for Tusamankayo. I don't care what hiding to a guy. Honda Samsung Isa no how I'm Sebana. Hoba Ibekan need when no badly haka was a sky. Na Honda Kiru Uruta Mans was so bua. But what about Macau Lutahori and now take for me matters not. What's Baba guy way now? Because it starts with you, then everybody else will connect. For me, I think it can a Kalabucha Ebitiri, Kalabucha Ehola. Why reclame Huba Iberetola or Bonamutum was Sokola? Can you imagine my emo mode and Grika Tusananka Ferraro? Naki Tusawana, Tusayole. Is this town not going to be a better town to live in? It is going to be by far better. So we need one another somehow. We celebrate a downfall, yeah. Because I think Karkimo existent when somebody is struggling,
celebration.
Return into a celebration mood. That's not necessary because Hangata Mudimu Hona Hobema Yomaiti Hobonta into the and Motasi go more, I say a little while. Universe, ya more. You really share your surroundings. That is why because it's a Baba Rama Tota Mango Bate. Kimuta Abian thing, how much talk. Kimuta Ayan Aukra, how was Nalito. Kimutu Ayan Atsama, how much talk. But Baba Roska Pilumbaha. Now, how creating community where by rebanting all of us har hloka. Because horubua mang hampe ha o yetse bitiri wena ha o ka bosa re phetletsa ha o
in terms of business, in terms of the business world, like for the township to grow, each and every business needs one.
Of course,
exactly.
For us to grow as well, like collaboration, like that's how we grow.
Of course.
Nako came and we thinking, was only too much. Was only too much. Oh, guys, thank you so much. And can you please like say something?
No, I really can't let you go alone. Ke tshepa lo ba modimo a le thusa a le hodise e atle program ka project le ka dileng me ho batho kaofela ba le hore ba shebile kwana. Every one of us ona le element for yena, hona le letsatsi le tlang le beetsong wena mo dintho tsa hao di tla etsa nang teng ska latla tshepo o ska latlhisa tshepo gore mang o reng ka wena ha ona control over what people are saying about you. Remain focused. You are never ntho wena go batla go fitlhella bophelong modimo le badimo ba ba tla etsa hantle. All of us ha hona motho a tshwaletseng o tla hlophe go re fela re connecta jwang le bokamoso ba rona re sebetse ka thata re fitlhele ntlha eo ke a lebo.
Beautiful.
Ghost, don't you want to add something before we leave?
No, I think we we really appreciate Nagwere. I think that's what we can say. There's a lot of today, and I hope about to so I'm really grateful I've been part of this.
This episode has been so cool and hot to the fact that I myself learned a lot of things, and I feel like you as well have learned. We are at the Camp Guest House as always at the center of our township, Kalabucha Villas. This is about TD Daniels. Thank you so much for coming back on our channel. This is the podcast. Please do follow us on Facebook at This Is the Podcast, and please do subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. Let me go drink water. Sharp.